Do you ever notice when you feel scattered, tired, unfocused, things start to unravel? You forget stuff, you stall on your goals, you get into mental loops and feeling just kind of like discombobulated. You begin to second guess everything. It is not just stress, it is entropy, the natural pull in the universe toward disorder. But when you shift your energy, you can really shift your entire reality because you will reorganize into a new vibration. Today, I want to talk to you about energy, entropy, and manifestation, of course, from a multidimensional mindset, and why aligning with your multidimensional nature is key to unlocking your next level life. Welcome to Infinite You. I am Dr. Sheri, spiritual psychologist, abundance mindset mentor, multidimensional mindset mentor, and intuitive empowerment coach, and I help visionary humans like you align mind, body, and soul to create tangible results in your life and business from your perfect purpose, not from your programming. And I love, love, love blending science, psychology, energy, and soul wisdom to help you shift from stuckedness back into flow so you can manifest what you are truly here for. So let's just talk a little bit about energy. Entropy is the tendency of all systems to move from order to disorder. It is chaotic, it is noisy, it is energy dispersion. There's kind of no other way to say it. In physics, it's definitely about movement of particles, of heat, of going from being organized to a state of disorganization. When I look around my house and I'm like, oh my God, the laundry, I've got to pick it up, right? We all like, if I look at my desk, it's kind of that same thing. And inside of you, it shows up as distraction, as feeling a little bit chaotic inside. It is definitely overwhelm, and it is your life force being pulled in a million different directions without intentionality. Here is the truth: it can get really hard and sticky when you are trying to manifest from chaos. It can be really challenging to attract from confusion. It can be really challenging to create from burnout. Definitely at the energetic level, this really does have to do, as a result of entropy. I'm so excited to talk about this topic. I need to slow down a little bit. Your energy must be organized around your vision, not your survival. This is why intentionality and keeping things simple and keeping things uncluttered really, really matters. And I do want to say too, and I'm going to talk about this when I kind of get into this multidimensionality, blip here for a moment. So what really is creating internal entropy, and what can you align with to get yourself back into that flow? Remember, you are a multidimensional being, which means that entropy happens across multiple layers: your body, your three-dimensional reality, that layer of yourself where you are taking action and you are living in the three-dimensional world. So this is where you multitask. This is where you hustle. This is where you are definitely saying yes, way, way, way too much. And your nervous system, remember, is wired for survival, not expansion. So it's kind of in that state of like, go, 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 busy, 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 do, do, do. And that fourth dimensional aspect, your intellectual way of being in the world, that intellectual dimension, that mental energy that is a part of your energy body and your aura and your emotional layer, for sure. This is where overthinking comes in. This is where doubt comes in. This is where fear begins looping and overanalyzing and stuckedness. And of course, unprocessed emotions, looping stories, old programming, inherited beliefs, all of this energetic noise, self-doubt, your self-talk, wherever you are with your inner game. And at that 5D dimension, energetic aspect, soulful aspect of who you are, this is that place where when you're in that loop and you're in that entropy state and way of being, you can feel disconnected from your higher self, where you decide on a subconscious level to just stay living from ego, from fear, from programming in your head, and not from your soul's truth. When you are not attuned to your essence, when you are not aligned with who you are and remembering who you are, the energetic aspect of you can get really, really scrambled and just mirror this state of experiencing entropy. And so the fix is not force, it is frequency. Trying to fix your life from a chaotic state only creates more chaos. It's very difficult to fix the experience you're having, let's say in 4D and in your mind, trying to from fix the place where you are in the place where you are. I think that that doesn't make sense. It becomes very challenging to fix the state of being where you're at with that same vibe and that same frequency. So you cannot, of course, think your way out of disorder. You have to really lean in and recalibrate your frequency, get into that stillness, get into simplifying things, allow yourself to identify and release old programming and replace it with the things that are most resonant with you and align with you most. And this is definitely where multidimensional mindset comes in. You become aware of the thought in 4D. You check in with the energy of that thought or that emotion in 5D, and you take one aligned action that brings you back into focus in three-dimensional reality in your physical body. That is how you move from scattered back into sovereign mode. Entropy is a natural phenomenon of the universe, but remember, so is expansion. When your energy is scattered, things begin to fall apart. When your energy is aligned, when you are keeping things simple, when you are very, very clear about who you are, what you want, and the beliefs and the programming that empowers you the most, that keeps you aligned with your essence and your personal truth, things will begin to flow together. It is not outrageous to think of entropy in this way, and why intentionality matters, because we're living in that state of like gathering and aligning and keeping things simple, and then time passes and entropy kind of comes back into our world. That's why really leaning into mastering your mindset, particularly a multidimensional mindset, definitely is just a daily in introspective, internal, intentional process. But here is the key. Part of what happens in this human experience of ours when we are aligning with our multidimensional nature, when we are aligning with our multidimensional nature, 3D, 4D, and 5D, and we are intentional about it, we gather up that disorganization and bring it back in. And surprise, surprise, at the 5D level, when we do that, that lack of entropy is the frequency of love. It is the frequency of all that exists. It is God's frequency. It is one mind frequency. And it is so beautiful and powerful. The vibration of love, that true soul level magnetic love, lives in non-entropy. It is clear, it is coherent, it is attractive in terms of like law of attraction and creating what you want, right? This entropy can be a huge energetic block if you are not seeing the results that you want. So keep it simple, stay focused on what you want, be clear about who you are, and release the thoughts and the beliefs and the old programming that are contributing to and creating your internal chaos. Don't allow yourself to contribute to that natural state of disorganization and entropy. You don't have to think harder to manifest. You just need to align deeper with intentionality, because your soul's frequency is not trying to fix you, it is trying to free you. You are not meant to stay stuck. You are meant to create. You are meant to rise. You are meant to attract from the frequency of love. And so take a moment, gather your thoughts, lean into this idea of entropy, and ask yourself what you can do today, right here, right now, to organize, what you can do with your thinking, what you can do with aligning with the essence of who you are, and then what simple actions you can take to get back into that organized, non entropy state. And if this video resonates with you, I would love a subscribe. I would love a like, and definitely comment and let me know what you are all thinking. Have a beautiful, amazing, non entropy, simple, lovely, high frequency vibe day. I will see you all again soon. Namaste.